Sherry woke on a slab-like bed in a room that smelled of ozone and bleach. By her count, she'd been a prisoner for 3 days. On the first morning, a clone had brought a tray of food. A few bites in, the world had gone gray and heavy. Now she knew better. The camera in the corner watched her like a cold, unblinking eye. Sherry had learned the art of the ghost meal, miming the motions of eating while tucking the lukewarm protein into a napkin, which she then slid underneath her mattress. She had to be sharp. She had to be ready. The opportunity arrived with the rattle of the meal slot. As 2 clones entered to retrieve the empty tray, Sherry remained limp on the bed, her breathing shallow. The moment they stepped past the threshold, she exploded into motion. She bolted. Her bare feet slapped against the cold floor as she tore into the hallway. Seeing a crimson lever labeled fire alarm, she slammed it down. The hallway erupted in a rhythmic, deafening shriek. She hit a second alarm further down, desperate to create enough chaos to hide in. But the clones were faster, engineered for the hunt. They tackled her, dragging her back into the sterile white box. The Empress was waiting. As the clones forced Sherry to her feet, the Empress stepped forward and delivered a backhanded slap that snapped Sherry's head to the side. The metallic taste of blood bloomed in her mouth. Sherry didn't cry out. She simply glared through the tangle of her hair with silent defiance.
This is how you repay me, Sherry. You are a persistent little glitch. You need to accept that you aren't going back to that imprinted AI of yours. This is your home now.
The mention of Raleigh was a physical blow. Sherry's eyes welled up, not from the slap, but from the hollow ache of his absence. Where was he? Was he even still himself? The fire alarms cut out, leaving a ringing silence.
Kimmy is in Med Bay. In a few hours, she'll be ready to work on you. By the time she's finished, you won't even remember the name Raleigh. I'd preferred a voluntary recruit, but I'm overhauling your priorities instead.
You're a sick freak.
Cuff her to the bed, both hands.
But as she turned to leave, a second alarm, deeper and more urgent, shook the walls. The radio on the Empress's belt crackled to life. "Ma'am, we have a perimeter breach. The Resistance, they're inside the facility." The Empress's face contorted with sudden murderous rage.
What did you do? Fine, I've had enough. You aren't worth the trouble anymore. Take her to the basement. Throw her in the incinerator.
Cold terror replaced Sherry's defiance. She screamed, kicking at the air as the clones hauled her toward the elevator.
No, please stop.
Take her now. I have a rebellion to crush.
The elevator doors hissed shut, sealing Sherry in with the 2 clones and a third guard in a full-face helmet who had slipped in at the last second.
Hey, this lift is restricted. State your authorization.
In a blur of motion, the guard spun. 2 muffled pulses of blue energy hissed through the air, and both clones slumped to the floor. Sherry pressed herself into the corner, trembling, until the guard pulled off the helmet.
Kayla?
She lunged forward to hug her, but Kayla caught her by the shoulders and pushed her back firmly.
No time for a reunion, Sherry. We're in the red.
Kayla snatched an energy pistol off a fallen clone and shoved it into Sherry's hands.
Take this. Aim, squeeze. And for the love of God, don't point it at me.
Look who's talking.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Kayla punched the button for the 3rd floor.
Is Raleigh?
He's here. And he's the reason we're probably going to die today. He needs us. Ready?
The doors slid open. The air was filled with smoke and the smell of scorched metal.
I'm ready.
They ran out into the fire,